Hi everyone, I hope you all. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into XRP once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. So, XRP is doing everything it needs to, isn't it? It's breaking out slowly but surely, and you're falling back to key levels of support. For example, here I'll show you if we take a look on the daily time frame just there for XRP. You've broken resistance basically. So you've got this kilo resistance that you've been under since November last year, okay, when Bitcoin topped out, and then obviously it comes down and it brings the market down with it. You're fully aware of that right now, okay, but with that you can see that you constantly run into this resistance here. Okay, and then look at the power it took to get through that resistance, and once you got through it, where did you find support? On this trend line. Okay, so previous resistance now becomes support, so essentially you've got some kind of little throwback just there to this support. Okay, and with that you did wick below to this swing high. Do you see this? So you've got this level of resistance broken out, boom, swing high to swing low, and right now you're starting to come back up, and with that you create a consolidation pattern here inside a huge horizontal, which is, like I said to you, continuation pattern. You've broken out, you're falling back to support, you're holding the EMAs, so technically you're looking beautiful to come up to that target just there. And with that you can see that what you're beginning to do is retrace to this contact, okay, because that's what happens when you break resistance. You retrace to the points of contact. That's a point of contact down the line, okay, but I don't envision you're going to do something like that and get to it and then retrace. Potentially could, but I do envision that what you're trying to do is slowly but surely come up and down the stairs here, and at that point you get rejected. You might see retracement for Bitcoin as well, you may not, who knows, but at that point you start to come back. You're creating this big inverse head and shoulders, and you've got a littler inverse head and shoulders with inside this pattern as well just there, which gives you the breakout target to that as well. So there's a confluence of two patterns here that are giving you breakouts, okay. And yesterday I think it was, we were looking at some kind of little bull flag, weren't we? If we take a look on the 4-hourly time frame, let's have a look what's going on with that, and you can see, look, we've come back in this pattern. Like I said to you, you've got this descending channel like this, boom 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 boom, support resistance. Just there you start to hold this previous level of resistance as support, so that's nice confluence, because you're constantly breaking out of resistance and falling back to support. It's nice, it's what you want to see. And right now you got a little bit of a wick there. I think everything had a wick, okay, everyone get really bullish. At that point you're coming back, where have you found support? On this previous level of resistance again. So you're constantly breaking out, finding support on resistance, okay, so it's good. So right now I do think you've broken out this potential little bull flag from here to here, and you're trying to make your way back up to this level of resistance and fill this wick basically. So you're looking at key resistance at around about 84 cents for XRP, so it's doing everything it needs to. Now one thing that we do want to see here for XRP on the daily time frame is consistently stay above these EMAs, okay. Don't roll here, don't roll. If we start to roll, we lose that right shoulder, and if we start to lose the head, then you're invalidating this, and you can see you're losing the horizontal as well, and you're essentially rolling still. But this is nice structure at the minute, okay, because we've got a low, we've got a high, you swing high, swing low, and you start to come back up, and you're sort of moving out beautifully, okay. So that's a technical target that I'm looking at, a kilo resistance right now, which is a technical target. This little bull flag, break up, resistance, start to retrace again, and slowly but surely, the ball's go upstairs right here for XRP. This is what I'm looking at, okay. I do think that the end target obviously is that. I do think that's a major level of resistance. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, come back in a retracement. Potentially this could be quite a deep retracement. Look at the wick there, so it could come all the way down to there, who knows. And you're sort of getting the same sort of level, right shoulder, and at that point when you do start to break out, wow, I'll show. I don't know if I've shown you before, but this is all sort of looking glass. I'm trying to depict the future basically. From here to here, if you start to break this level of resistance wherever it is in April, you start to bottom out down here, you start to come up and attack this towards the end of April, May, or whatever, you start to break out that kilo resistance, and especially that level of resistance there that you're going to run into, because look, resistance, you see that it's gonna be a level of resistance. At that point you're breaking out, you're up there 180 something, which is a retracement to this side, and if you start to zoom out, like, you look, wow, you're really bullish, and this was your low, and right now you're forming a new channel coming up, but there's no guarantees, okay. So it's basically XRP, it's moving slowly but surely up the stairs, it's doing everything it needs to, but what we do need to see so far is this right now hold as the low. This needs to hold, so you do not need to see XRP below 54 cents again this year, okay, because if you do, that's really bearish, and with that, you're coming up impulsively, and then you're correcting, and you're going to create another reversal wave, losing that low, and you're going to come down, and like my technical target will be losing that low and potentially coming down to that green trend line at some point, and that could potentially be the bottom of this correction, and you've got a larger A, B, C correction coming all the way down to that green trend line once more, as you did last year, okay. But there's no guarantees. This is structurally quite nice, and you're creating these little breakout patterns which you're falling back to support, you know, which is, you've got to adhere to what's in front of you, and the price action is telling us here, this is your low right now, this is your high, this is a higher low, and right now you're coiling up looking to create a higher high than this, which is technically a beautiful little statement from XRP. Okay, so that's basically XRP. Hope you enjoyed that update. Stay home, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care everyone. Back to another update on XRP. Bye bye.